Back for more Argonaut Weekly here at GoArgos.com. Rob Walden and head baseball coach Mike Jeffcoat. More good work from the UWF baseball team. I know it seems like we say that every week, but they just continue to throttle the opposition. This week it was a 3-game set over provisional GSC member Lambeth. A close victory in the opener on Saturday, a 6-2 victory, but then really took care of business. A couple of mercy rule victories in the final 2 games. Lambeth is a team a lot like softball we talked about earlier with Cindy Corey. Not quite on your level, but it's always the mark of a good team to go out and take care of business, not mess around, not let Lambeth hang around, just take care of business and take 3 easy victories.
Sure, and it is what it is. I mean, they threw a left-hander the first game that changed speeds, good change-up fastball, and I think we left 12 on base, but we didn't take advantage of the scoring opportunities, and it was a close ball game, 6-2, And I talked to him after the first game and said, hey, we got to take care of business and play like we should, and we did, and scored a lot of runs in the second game, and then 10-0 yesterday, 7-inning, 10-run rule. The great thing about the weekend is we got to throw a lot of pitchers.
Right.
All those role players, if you will, reserve players that work so hard day in and day out, sacrifice, they're loyal, they support the starters, they're inter-squad battling, making the other guys better, they get their reward. And a lot of those guys, I think I cleared the bench on Saturday. Every one of them got in the game. And that's very rewarding to me to get those guys in there and be able to, it keeps the chemistry going and it really reinforces everybody, staying together.
You guys topped the 20-run mark in the second game on Saturday, nearly scored 40 runs for the 3-game set. So there's a lot of offense to go around, a lot of different guys to highlight. But Zach Taylor with 2 homers on Saturday, I know that already it puts a smile on your face. He'd been struggling with his power swing this season, sent a couple over the fence, and then followed it up with another great game on Sunday.
Yeah, it's good to see Zach start swinging the bat. I mean, he's a senior. Eric Kroll's a senior. I mean, they've both been battling for the DH spot. They both want to play every day, no doubt. But Zach was the starter last year in that DH role. He struggled down the stretch a little bit in conference, and so we've really been looking for him to come around. Want him to win the job, for whatever it is and whatever game it is and whatever the pitching is. You still got to hit the baseball.
Right.
And as you look, there were some guys in the lineup that had some offers that can happen when you're not really focused or you're facing, not up subpar pitching. So it's tough sometimes to pad the stats as you would against lower teams. But so I was happy to see Zach bust out, and he was. The big thing with hitting in baseball in general, pitching, whatever, is believing. I think I talked early in the season about when I told the team about the Bear dog believing he could, outrun and was bigger, stronger, faster than Bear. With baseball, if you believe you can hit or you believe you can pitch, it really doesn't matter what kind of pitching you're hitting, and it doesn't matter what kind of team you're pitching against. If you believe in yourself, you're going to have a better chance of success, and I think that's what helped with Zach this weekend. But a lot of our guys had that. I wasn't pleased with our defense. I saw some lackadaisical times, which you can't expect some when you play and you're up big, but we still have a certain level of respectability of what we're trying to accomplish, and especially on the defensive end. Pitching and defending is so important to me in this program and what we stand for, that we want a certain level no matter what the score is. And I was real disappointed in some of that lapses in there, and we're going to work on that this week, and we're going to get reminded on what got us to this point.
Absolutely. It seems like you guys have the top of your rotation figured out, obviously, with Postel and Vargas Vila and Hawkins. The lineup has remained about as static as any college baseball lineup I can remember over the season. 3/4 of the way through the season, you guys have the back end of the bullpen figured out with Shane Waller. It does seem like if there's one spot that's still up for grabs, it's those middle relief spots. You saw a lot of different guys pitch this weekend against Lambeth. I know Zach Jadowski pitched very well in the opener. A lot of other guys had good innings. Who really impressed you this weekend and can play their way into a more important role as we hit the closing stretch?
Well, obviously, we got Peters in there 1 inning yesterday, but he's going to be the guy you go to in a 3-game set on the weekend if one of the starters spits a bit early. We got to get him out. He's going to be the one that's going to go in first. I was real impressed with Zach Jadowski. I thought he's going to be a good job. A setup guy from the 6th inning on, help bridge that gap. Zach North is our senior. He's the guy that's going to be the 8th inning type guy. I think he can go 2 for you. He's a one-time through the lineup type guy. And then, of course, get the ball to Waller. Jordan Rosinski's got the stuff. We hadn't been very pleased with his walk to innings pitched ratio, and I think he pitched himself into a lot of jams by simply not having some command. But I think, Jadowski, North, Rosinski, then Peters. I mean, we got 4 right there, pretty solid guys. Obviously, I thought Dustin Brenton, the senior, pitched well. Some guys did their jobs, but you're going to go with those 4 right out of the gate and see what happens from there.
Found out this morning you guys are ranked number 1 in the college baseball lineup poll, so congratulations on that. That's a program first. We'll find out about the other polls later on Monday. Of course, we'll have found out about all of them by Tuesday by the time most people watch our Argonaut Weekly, but still, even if it's not the main poll, you guys are ranked number 1 in the nation according to the college baseball lineup. First in program history, and I know that makes you and the guys proud.
Yeah, I know. I talked to Shane Gerke, our assistant, this morning, and he said, "Did you ever think we'd be here in 06 when you took over?" And I said, "No, you really don't think about the poll. I got a good buddy that we talk to all the time in coaching up in North Georgia, and the polls don't win championships, but it is notoriety, it is kind of respectability, it is what the recruits see on the website, it is what the players kind of look for. So to get there and be a program first, that is exciting." But they're going to be reminded this week that poll doesn't win next weekend. That poll has nothing to do with the regional. But if it makes our program get a little more accolades and maybe the community wake up a little bit and come out and support these guys for all their hard work, then yeah, we're excited.
Absolutely. Top-ranked team in the nation according to college baseball lineup. So you guys have reached number 1, at least in one major college baseball poll. We've already talked about the fact there's not a whole lot of position battles going on, and although we haven't seen a regional ranking yet, you'd think you guys are miles ahead in first place and almost kind of coasting your way towards hosting a regional coming up in May. But it sounds like you guys aren't ready to rest on your laurels, and you've talked about reminding these guys what it took to get to this level in practice this week. I got to think it's important for you guys, even though you've achieved so much in the regular season, to not get stagnant and to still play hard down the stretch in the regular season.
Yeah, Rob, you're absolutely right. First and foremost, we haven't won an East Division yet.
Sure.
We still have 12 conference games left, and that's a lot of room for error. And so we got to play well. Obviously now the bullseye is the biggest. I would think West Al, they're going to be talking all week, coming here knocking us off. They're under 500 in conference. They know they're behind the 8 ball a little bit. What better way than to spark plug their run than to come down here and knock us off at our home park. So we've got to refocus. We've got a lot of work to do. Yeah, we're proud at this point. Program first, 17-game win. It's all wonderful. But, boy, as quick as we can get on top, they can come up and knock you off. And, I just hope our guys respond this week and we keep, playing hard. I want to have a blue-collar team that has got a lot of talent that can get things done the right way. And hopefully these guys will show true character this week.
Well, they've shown a lot of character so far this season. UWF Baseball team riding a school record 17-game winning streak, ranked number 1 in the college baseball lineup poll for the first time in program history. They'll host West Alabama this weekend, another doubleheader Saturday, Sunday the finale at 1 p.m. And of course, you can listen to all 3 of those games live right here at GoArgos.com.